All right, it is time for our math lesson today. We are still working on the standard algorithm, also known as Turtlehead, and we are warming up with an easy one today. So, markers ready? Our first problem is 1,324 times 7. So, when you are doing a 1-digit by a 2-digit or 3 or 4-digit problem, and you don't want to draw the turtle head, that's okay. Do you see now how you don't really need it for this one?
Yeah.
But when you have 2 digits in the bottom, it's very helpful. So I will still draw mine just for practice, but you don't have to. But when they're this long, I kind of talk about them like a dinosaur head instead of a turtle head. I think it's a dinosaur. Maybe you can put these little... Yeah. All right. So when we only have one number in the bottom, we can't forget how to do these simple problems. What is my first step? Josiah?
Multiply the number in the next number in the head.
Correct, which would be?
4. So 7 times 4 is 28.
28. And since we have another digit here, we can carry our 2 in the tens place. And the 8 drops straight down. All right, what's my next step, Angie?
Multiply the 2 and the 7, and then the 2, and 2 times 7 is 14, plus 2 is 16.
16, excellent. Now, can I write my 16 down here?
No.
No, okay. Hayden, where do I have to put my 1?
You have to put it above the place since we have 1,000.
Good. And my 6 goes down. All right, what's my next step? Madeline?
You do 7 times 3 plus 1.
Yep. Which is?
21. I mean, 7 times 3 is 21, and then plus 1 equals 22.
Excellent. So we need to put our 2 up here since we have another number, and my other 2 down. Last step.
I already have it.
Quentin, you got my last step for me?
You're going to add 7 times...
Multiply, right?
Multiply 7 times 1, which is then going to be a 7, but you're going to add 2, so that's going to be a 3.
So 7 plus 2.
Okay.
So 7 plus 2 would be? 7, 8, 9. Yes, it did. All right. 9,268. All right, nice job. Let's do another. I'm losing my eraser.
Couldn't we draw the power and like...
All right. We're going to do 2 problems this time, okay? So split your board in half.
Split our board in half. That means just draw a line.
All right. So once you finish the problem on the left, you can work on the problem on the right, okay? Here's your first problem. And here's your second problem. So you all get started on your own. I'm going to give you a 1-minute head start, and then I will work up here, and you can check your work with me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to start my work. If you're not ready to check, don't look up here yet. All All right, I have thumbs ups here in my class, which means my work looks correct. So if you did not get the same answer, find your mistake.
Miss Leah,
Yes.
I don't get the first one.
All right.
You wrote a one and I got confused.
From this one?
Yes.
Oh, from here.
5 times 0.
Okay, 5 times 0 is 0, but 0 plus 1 is 1, right? So don't forget, when we multiply by a 0, it's always 0. But if I have 0 cats and I add 1 cat, I have 1 cat, right? So remember, when we add to 0, you can add on to a 0.
That's so confusing.
So you just have to remember what addition and multiplication is, okay? So if I have 0 of anything, and I add something to it, let's say I add 8 cats. How many cats do I have? 8. However, if I have 0 cats, and I multiply my 0 cats by 8, do I still have 0 cats?
3. You have 3 cats.
I have 0. Anything times 0, if there's nothing to begin with, and I have 8 groups of nothing, I still have nothing. However, if I have 0 something and I add to it, then I can have something.
But
Right?
didn't you add it to the 5?
So we did 2 times 5, right, and got 10. And then I did 5 times 0, which is 0. 5 times 0, which is 0, plus 1. And I wrote my 1. Then I did 5 times 4, which is 20, so my 2 went up here, my 0 came down here. Okay? All right, any questions on this one? Noah? No? Okay. Now we're going to do a 2-digit by 2-digit, so please erase your boards.
I'm ready.
Okay. 2-digit by 2-digit. We will do 24 times 32. 24 times 32. Now this is when it is very important you still do your turtle head so you don't get mixed up. We want the number in the neck separated from the number outside the neck. All right, now I'm going to let you try to warm up, see how you do. I'm going to give you a little bit of a head start, and then you can start looking up here if you have trouble.
There's an herbal in a tree.
All right, if you're not ready to check, don't look up here, but I will start. All right, we're getting some thumbs ups. If you don't get this answer, you be the teacher and find your mistake. So if you did not get that answer, find your own mistake. That'll help you learn more about what you're not understanding. Any questions? All right, I see some people are still finishing up. All right, we have one more warm-up problem, and then we're going to do a story problem. All right, last warm-up. Boards are erased, markers are ready. Students are quiet. All right, let's do 68 times 74. 68 times 74. Draw your turtle head. Okay, and at this point in the year, you are taking more time making details on your turtle head face than you are the problem. You need to move on.
I'm making a
Go ahead and get started. All right, as I'm walking around, I think the hardest part for people probably is just the multiplication facts, right? If you don't know your facts really well, it makes it really hard to do these problems. So, friends at home, if you are also having these troubles, you gotta learn your math facts, okay? Learn your multiplication facts, work really hard at it, so that math like this and moving forward won't be so hard for you. All right, I'm gonna do my work up here, check your answers with mine. All right, got a thumbs up from Noah, thumbs up from Hayden, thumbs up from Cadence, thumbs up from Quentin, thumbs up from almost everybody.
No.
All right, some people are still finishing up. All right, but this is the standard algorithm. This is the way when Mrs. Hare was a little girl, when your parents were children, this is the only way they taught us how to multiply. This is the only way we learned. So, moving forward after today, you can choose which method you like. We know the standard algorithm, also known as Turbohead. And what's the other method you know? Noah? Yeah, the area model, or the box model, okay, where you draw your boxes. And you also know distributive property, which some of you kind of like that, some of you didn't. So you've got lots of choices now, which is great for math. You have choices on how you want to do your problems. Any questions on this one up here? No. All right, one more practice problem, and it will be a word problem. All right, you don't need to write down the problem. Just listen carefully, no talking, and think about what you need to do. Okay, so the problem is, taco shop sold 78 tacos on Monday. Each taco had 18 beans inside. I'm not sure who counted out 18 beans, but someone was very busy. How many beans are there in all? What's my important stuff in the problem first? Cadence?
78, 18.
Okay, 78 tacos, 18 beans inside. What's my question, Hayden?
How many beans were there in all?
How many beans were there in all? I always like to put my question in a box so I don't forget what the question is. Now, how do I know I don't add and I need to multiply? Because soon you will have mixed up word problems and you'll have to figure that out. Noah?
Because of how many beans are there in all? There's 78 and 18 of them, so you have to do 18 times 78.
Okay. So when they're saying how many are there in all, sometimes in all can mean addition, right? We've seen problems like that. However, you can think of like a mini picture. There are 78 tacos. I'm only going to do like 6 of them to represent my tacos. And inside all those 78 groups, there are 18 beans inside each one. So I know I need to multiply because I have a number of groups with a certain amount in each group. All right, let's set up the problem. 78 times 18. I will get started on that in about 15 seconds. Find your final answer. practicing for those of you at home, but my answer was 1,404. Which I'm getting some thumbs up. I got one thumbs down.
I didn't get that.
All right, check your work, see if you can find the right answer. All right, those of you at home, if you did not get this answer, go back through your problem and figure out where your mistake was. When you can explain your own mistakes, that's when you know you're really learning it. Okay. All right, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you soon.